Hello, everyone, and welcome to College of the North Atlantic Gander campus. My name is Selena Elcock, and I'll be your tour guide today. I'm also the Student Development Officer here at the campus. So, without further ado, let's take a look inside. So, when you enter, you'll find the Student Services Center here on the left. So, you can find myself and Colleen and Diane here, and we can help you with anything related to your fees, student aid, scholarships, employment opportunities, and more. So, if you have any questions, come see us at Student Services. Down this hall, you'll find our aircraft shops, along with our automotive service technician shops and our instrumentation and control technician shop. So the first stop on our tour today is our aircraft sheet metal shop. So here we are. This is our sheet metal shop. So here at the Gander campus, we offer three different aircraft programs. The first is Aircraft Maintenance Engineering Technician. So that's a 2-year program. You have to have at least a 60% average and academic or advanced math to apply. And in that program, you'll learn about the maintenance side of the aircraft, such as learning about different engines and how to repair them. And you'll also learn about avionics, which is the electrical side of the aircraft. So when you're done, you'll be able to qualify for either your E license, your avionics license, or your M license. So it's up to you what route you want to go. So that's that program. If you'd like to stay for an extra 15 weeks and do our advanced level diploma program in our European Aviation Safety Agency, then you can do that. And it'll allow you to work in a lot of different countries all over the globe. And you'll also be able to work on larger aircraft. And then the other option is our structural repair program. So that's a 1-year program, and you only need a high school graduation to apply. And that would qualify you for your AMES license in order to work on the structure of the aircraft. So you'll be doing things like building parts for airplanes and helicopters, or checking for damage or corrosion, doing repairs to them. So this is an aircraft that our students have been doing some work on over the years. And this is our structural repair shop here. So as you can see, it's a fairly big shop, and we have no more than 15 students in a class. So it's fairly small class sizes, and the ratio of instructors to students is 1 instructor for 8 students. So lots of one-on-one time and lots of big aircraft that you get to have your hands on. And then across the hall here, that's our composite shop. So in there, we have all kinds of different materials for making parts for the airplanes and helicopters. So it's a really cool field. Both our structural repair and aircraft maintenance engineering technician programs have high rates of employment after graduation. We have employers messaging us in January to come and talk to our students and to hire our students because there's a shortage of aircraft maintenance engineers. So it's a great field to go into. So this is our avionics shop. So here's where you'll deal with the electrical side of things. So this is a cockpit. There's a lot of cockpits here. So one of your projects will be taking all the wires out of this cockpit and wiring it all up. So it's a pretty cool project. You'll learn about all the different navigation systems, how they work. You'll be working with a group and you'll have instruction time to work on it with your instructor. So it's really cool. So that's the avionics side of our aircraft maintenance engineering program. Then down the hall, we have our engine room, which is where you focus on the maintenance side of things. So here you learn about different types of engines and how to repair them. You also get your hands on some helicopters. So it's really cool how the program is set up. So in high school, you may be studying 6 or 7 subjects at a time. You may have to write 2 tests one day. But in our aircraft program, along with a number of trades programs, we have it set up so that you are in the classroom for 1 week. So you're studying for 1 week. And then the week after that, you're in the shop doing what you learned. And then after that, you write a test, a multiple choice test, and then you're done with it and you move on to the next subject. So it's really hands-on. There's no finals, no midterms. It's very focused, and it's pretty good setup. So this is our hangar where we store most of our aircraft. So we have about 3 helicopters and 8 airplanes. So we have almost as many airplanes and helicopters as we have students in a class. So there's lots and lots of aircraft that you can get your hands on, lots of different types. So you'll be ready when you graduate. And our program is also set up to be just like industry. So you log your hours, and all of your hours count towards your AME license once you're done because we're approved by Transport Canada. So instead of graduating and having to work as an apprentice for about 4 years, you only have to work as an apprentice for about 2 years. So once you get your license, you'll be making really good money and you'll only have to work for about 2 years after the program. So I'm just going to take you into one of our airplanes. So this is a King Air. It was used as an air ambulance. So it's just one of the really cool airplanes that you get to do some work on. So I also wanted to mention that we have really affordable tuition here. It's $726 a semester. And the reason it's so affordable is because we're a publicly funded institution. So the government is paying for your instructors to be here. The government is paying a large part of your tuition so that you can graduate and get a job and help improve our economy. So it's great. It's a great price. You learn from some of the best instructors out there, and you're guaranteed employment once you're done. So it's a great program. So I'm just going to hop into our instrumentation and control technician shop since that's all of the aircraft shops here. So this is our instrumentation and control technician shop. So here you'll learn how to install and service automated controls over industrial processes for maintaining the correct measurement and control of level, flow, temperature, and pressure of products that are produced in a big plant. So take Coca-Cola, for example. They produce a lot of soft drink as quickly and safely as possible. But in order to produce that soft drink, there's a lot of machines that have different processes that run automatically. So your job would be to install these automated controls so that you can measure how much water is in the tanks, the flow of the water running through the pipes, the temperature of the product, and things like that. So you'd be installing it, maintaining it, and doing adjustments throughout. So that's the instrumentation and control technician program. So you could find work in any industry that produces products. So it could be a large production company like Coca-Cola, it could be oil and gas, or it could be the pulp and paper industry. So just around the corner here, I have our automotive service technician program. Before I get into this, I should mention that our ICT, Instrumentation and Control Technician program, is the first level is offered here. If you want to do advanced training, you would go to Seal Cove to become a journey person and then be able to write your Red Seal exam and work all across Canada. This is also a Red Seal certified program, and you can do all of your training here at Gander campus for automotive. So if the entry level is about 9 months, and then you go into industry and do work fixing brakes and fixing wheels, wheel alignment, steering systems, air conditioning. Once you get your hours logged, you can come back if you want, or you can remain a first level apprentice. You're still making money while you're logging your hours. But if you'd like to come back to school, you can do your second level training and then go back into industry as a second level apprentice, and you'll be making more money. And you can keep doing this until you complete your level 4 training, which takes about 4 years, and you can write your Red Seal exam to become a journey person and work all across Canada. So that's our automotive shop. This is our first level shop. We also have another shop for our advanced blocks. Now I'm just going to jump to our other wing and tell you a little bit about hairstyling. So this is our hairstylist shop. So we offer hairstyling at Gander campus. It's about 10 months, and that's the entry level. If you want to come back and do advanced training, you can, and again, write your Red Seal exam. So there's only 2 blocks for hairstyling. And here you'll learn everything from greeting a client to styling hair using mannequins, doing different cuts, using dye. And once you've moved on from mannequins, you'll work with students and ask them what kind of haircut they'd like, if they're interested, that is. And then you'd work in industry for 3 weeks to get some real industry experience. So when you graduate, you have that experience to put on your resume and you've built up a good relationship with some people who may want to hire you. And you also do barbering as well. So you learn a bit of trimming beards and things like that, and a little bit of aesthetics. That's our hairstylist program, and that sums up all of the shops that we have on the tour. But I'm going to jump into our library. This is a great place. Lots of books, magazines, and DVDs. We also have an awesome librarian who is more than willing to help you find what you're looking for or help you with job searching or resume writing, whatever it may be. There's printers, there's computers. It's a great space to study. And I also want to mention two programs that we don't have on this tour, but those programs are first year engineering technology and cast transition. So the first one, first year engineering technology, um, that is your first year of any engineering technology program. So when I was in school, my dad used to tell me, you should go into civil engineering, you should build bridges, build roads, and I thought that's all an engineer did. I didn't realize it was just and that was a civil engineer. There were a lot of other routes you could take if you like designing buildings. You could go into architectural. If you like making apps, or if you want to learn how to make a website or a database, you could go into electronics. If you like chemistry, there's chemical process engineering. There's so many different routes you can take in engineering technology, and most of them are 3-year programs, and you can do your first year right here at the Gander campus. Then after that, you would go to St. John's or Corner Brook to do the other 2 years. So you'd apply with the program of your choice, and then it would ask you where you want to do your first year, and you can select here. And then CAS transition, or comprehensive arts and science transition, is basically upgrading your high school diploma. So if you graduated with like a 50% average, but you'd like to upgrade your diploma to get into the program of your choice, say you want to do aircraft maintenance engineering, but you need a 60% average in academic math, then you can come and do our CAS transition program to get your high school diploma up to that level so you can get into that program. If you're a mature student, you've been out a while and you need a refresher, it's a great idea to sign up for that program so that you can make sure you're ready for that next step. If you want to go to university and be a nurse, but you didn't do biology and that's a requirement, you can also just pick up that one program through this comprehensive arts and science transition program as well. So there are lots of options available to you. And the last stop on my tour is the cafeteria. So you can come here to get a good hot meal. We also have pool, ping pong, darts. There's a TV, so you can come here on your downtime or during lunch. And I just wanted to thank you for coming on this tour. I wanted to let you know there are lots of services available to you through the college. I work with student council and we plan events all the time. There's also a guidance counselor who's there if you want to talk about anything really, whether it be personal, financial, academic issues, anything. There's peer tutoring. We offer 15 hours of free tutoring a semester. If you want to get paid, you can tutor and make $15 an hour as a tutor. There's also accessibility services. So if you have a disability, you please tick that when you apply. When you apply, there is a little place that asks you if you have a disability. If you tick it, we can make sure we have accommodations in place for you if that's what you require. You don't have to use it, but if we know, at least we can have things ready for when you get here, whether it be making sure there's a quiet place for you to write exams, whether it be allowing you to have extra time on exams. And there's also all kinds of grants, which is free money that you can avail of if you're eligible for student aid so that you can get extra tutoring or get a laptop, whatever you require. So please make sure you tick that if you're still in high school and you think you have a disability but it's not documented or not documented properly, talk to your high school counselor because it'll cost you a lot of money to get that documented after high school. But if you get it documented in high school, then that will carry with you to college and it's free of charge. So make sure you tick that so that we can help you as much as possible. So thank you again. Thank you so much for coming, and we hope that we'll see you here in September. Thanks, guys.